Scrappy friends, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to another episode of Try It Tuesday, where I go out into the creative memories world, where I find something that inspires me to create, and I replicate it here on my channel so that you all can see it, and hopefully you're inspired to create it as well, or at least inspired to go look for some inspiration. So as you can see here on my desk, I have the Back to School Designer paper pack, and I'm going to make this border right here. When I saw this border, I thought, oh, it's super cute, it's practical, it could be used for a very quick school days type of layout, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this border today, and then I'm going to take the border and turn it into a very quick and easy page in my daughter's school album. So stay tuned for that at the end. Okay, so here's the paper, and let me show you what pieces I'm going to use today. I do have some scraps because I have already cut into this paper pack. So if the scrap fits, then we should use it, right? So I'm going to be using a piece of this green composition notebook paper. It's the blue speech bubbles on the other side. Then I'm going to use some of this lined paper. This beautiful, my favorite in the whole pack is this blue music note paper. And then this yellow paper will be used for the page layout at the end. Okay, so, oh, yep, and a little piece of red scrap paper. So first thing we need to do is bring in our 12-inch trimmer. And I need to cut a 2.5-inch strip, and this strip looks like about a 3-inch strip, so perfect. And then this will become the base of our border. And then before I put the trimmer away, I do want to trim off a 1/4 inch of this colorful striped paper. Okay, that's going to go at the top of our border, and this one I'm going to put aside. I will be coming back to that one in a moment. Okay, let's put this away. Now our next step, I'm going to change ever so slightly. I'm going to pull in this Home Sweet Home border making cartridge, and I'm going to cut out a border strip to go across the middle of our border. But you'll see in the inspiration piece that they used 3 different pieces of paper, and then they cut each one into a 4-inch chunk, and then they glued all the chunks together. But I'm not going to do that. I want mine to be one solid piece, so I'm going to use this blue music note, and I'm going to have the blue schoolhouses all across my entire border instead of having the multiple colors. So let's go ahead and get this punched out. And there we go. Love this border making system. And just a little FYI, if you don't have this already and you're considering it right now, currently it comes with 2 cartridges. It comes with the bridge, plus you get to select from whichever ones they're offering at the moment. But starting on September 13th, 2022, they will be discontinuing the bonus cartridge. So you'll get just 1 cartridge with your new system instead of both. So good time to jump in on the system if you're liking this and you haven't gotten it yet. Okay, I'm going to save a couple of the hearts from the fallout that I might incorporate back in to my border at the end. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to bring back in my 12-inch trimmer because this is an edge border, and so we do need to trim that off. So we'll be trimming this off at 2 inches. So we want to line the peaks of all the schoolhouses right along the top edge. There we go. Now if you wanted to make this look a little more schoolhousey, you could use red houses instead, but the photo I'm going to use on this layout has a lot of blue, so I thought it would really tie in the blue nicely. That's why I went with all solid blue little schoolhouses. Okay, we push that up, and we're going to continue. This time we're going to bring in our decorative trimmer, and we're going to use the wavy cut here on the outside. And we're going to cut a wave out of the stripe paper. We're going to cut that at 1 inch. So I'm just lining it up with the 1 inch here. Push that down, and then, so I still have the older version here, but you can see it works just as well. And then that's going to go down here. So next we need to cut a 1/4 inch strip. I happen to have another piece of the green composition that I think is going to be just perfect. I don't have any other long enough scraps left of this composition because, like I said, I've already cut into it. So let's go ahead and line this up. Okay, let's see if we can scoot that over to the 1/4 inch. It's getting really small now. I'm just making sure that the top of the waves are at the 1/4 inch. And I'm going to press down pretty hard just to hold its shape. There we go. Nicely. Whoa, I'm really surprised I was able to get that out of that little scrap. Okay. We're done with our decorative trimmer, so I'll put that aside. Slide our border back down here, and then we're just going to lay it on top of the stripe so it almost looks as if the green paper behind is peeking through. So far so simple, and it's looking very beautiful. The last thing that we're going to do is I'm going to bring in this. So if you're following along and you have the sticker pack, you'll find this on the sticker pack. I printed this from the digital kit. So you're going to take your sticker, and what we need to do is take our red piece. In the case of the inspiration, they used the same blue music note paper that I used here, but I didn't want to do that. I want it to stand out more, so I switched over to red, and I just want a little piece of red scrap, but you can also use the red apples if you have a little scrap of that. And I'm going to bring in my custom cutting system and the ovals. Now the ovals, when it comes to circles, there's 3 of them, so I can say large, medium, or small, but when it comes to the ovals, there's 4 of them, so I wanted to show which one I'm using. We're going to use the second from the smallest. So here's the smallest. I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use the red blade on the inside. Okay, so the second from the smallest. Put these away. And you can see I just need a tiny piece of scrap for this. So I'm just going to place that right on top, press firmly, and cut out an oval from the inside track. And there we go. And this will fit right on top like that. Now I am going to pop this up onto some foam tape, and I'll put that right there. And then I will adhere it right about there. Probably try and cover up that house as much as I can, so a little piece is not sticking out. There we go. I'm going to get this all adhered down and bring in my paper for my layout. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's our border, and I'm going to bring in this yellow school bus paper. Okay, so this is probably a big cheater move, but the photo I'm going to use on this page is going to be my daughter's class photo. And unfortunately, I am going to turn it upside down because there's a lot of children's faces on there that I don't want to show. So, yep, this is why I called it a cheater move, because I'm just going to, that's all that's going to be on this page. Now, I just wanted to get this into her album. The main thing is that she can see all her classmates from way back when. And this border made it so perfect because it's going to add a little bit of pizzazz to my page, but yet I don't have to overdo it because I just need to get this picture in, and it's a large picture, so it's 8 by 10. So I'm not going to do anything fancy with it other than what you see right here. Okay, so I wanted to show you that on the other side, how they used a lot of blue in the photo and yellow, and that's why I went with all blue schoolhouses here. The final thing I'm still considering adding is some photo corners. I got these photo corners from Creative Memories a while back, and I think it might have been a promotional item, so they're not available right now, but I'm thinking of possibly at least putting 2 at the top of the picture. Let me grab another one here and do something like that. So I think I'll do that just to add a little more something. The bottom part of the photo will be tucked under the border, so I won't need to place them there, but I will put them at the top. So that's it. I hope that this episode of Try It Tuesday has inspired you to get out there and create. And if it has, I would really appreciate it if you would click that like button. That'd be super helpful, and I really appreciate that, and thank you for doing that. Yeah, get out there, give this a try. This border was super simple. You saw that. Making all the schoolhouses one color is another tip that will make this really simple. Or you can do the multiple colors like in the inspiration sheet. And if you did that, what it's recommended is to cut out a whole strip and then just cut off a 4-inch strip or 4 houses, adhere them down as one solid piece. That will wrap up this week's Try It Tuesday. I hope that you go out there and give it a try. Until next time, take care and bye-bye.